We're going to spend the entire day sucking and you're going to watch. As we sit on this enormous floor, dust spawns. With the dust, we suck it up. We wait for more to spawn, we suck that up as well. We wait for more to spawn and we suck that up as well. The more we suck up, the more we can spend on upgrades to get things like increased dust particle spawn. Increase common dust particle size, reduce the amount required for a lump by 5. Not really sure what that means, so I'm going to buy more of that. Dust can also be sold by money. We're a dust stealer. We spend our days sucking and our nights selling. Looks like we sell 1 dust for $1. Which means we have $10 to our name and we can buy new tools. We could buy a new vacuum for $10 basic. 100 extra power, bigger radius, bigger width, bigger angle. Now I've made it in life, no one can tell me otherwise. Even as it is, I'm really enjoying this. I could probably just do this for a long time. So the way to progress, I gotta suck up lots of tiny little gray dots. We suck up enough, we get one big one. And that's what we trade for the money. We can either sell it for money or use it for upgrades. I want to get lump spawning, spawn common dust lumps. And we're just going to continue to increase the spawn rate as well. The more stuff we can have on the ground, the better. There's our first lump. Don't you worry, we're going to be rich in no time at all. For the next vacuums, it won't even tell me how much it is. We want the turbo stick, but we don't know what it's going to cost. Okay, I'm going to increase my carpet, increase common dust particle spawn amount by 8 per level. I don't know why I have such trouble reading those. And then the simple spawn rate's going all the way up. Basically, I want this whole gigantic floor made of dust, and it replenishes itself every second. And then we're going to have a vacuum so strong, it's literally just a black hole. I guess we could sell 50 dust for $50 and see what that gets us. It's not enough for the turbo stick, so I guess back to sucking for us. I think I found a treasure chest, so it's nice of that to show up. So eventually we can increase the chest spawn rate and stuff. For now, we'll just open the one we got, which time-lapsed us 11 minutes. I don't think we were moving during that 11 minutes, so I don't think that did anything at all. Who doesn't love a game that's all about sucking? I made over 100 dust bunnies, so I'm going to unlock dirt as well. That's an entirely new currency with entirely new upgrades. It's not going to spawn very often to start, but we'll add it up quickly. The dirt's also a lot heavier. I can see the vacuum sort of sucking, struggling to suck it up. But the turbo stick has come available. It's only $100. And we just sold enough dust bunnies to do that. So we're just going to click on that. We're going to use the auto clicker for that. And there's our $100. One turbo stick coming up. Extra 100 power. The angle stays the same. The width, the radius goes up a little bit. That feels a little better. And we're sucking up the dirt a lot more efficiently too. The dirt's what's going to matter, I suspect. We're going to spend our first 12 dirt upgrading the carpet and the elixir of growth. That's just going to help us get more dirt. Another treasure chest spawned. What's this one got in store for us? We time-lapsed 16 minutes. But again, I don't think I was moving for that, so 16 minutes did very little for us. To celebrate our astounding luck, we're going to increase the spawn rate of dirt, which is a weird thing to say. I'm picturing this is like the other side of black holes in the universe, so the stuff gets sucked in there all the time, and it just spits out here on this floor in particles like this, where this guy vacuums it up. We quickly saved up another 20 dirt, so that means we can spend another 20 dirt. We're going to increase the spawn rate and then also the elixir of growth. Upping the spawn rate really does help. We already made another 7 dirt and we just started again. I actually just zoned out and was enjoying this so much that I quickly saved up 210 dust. We can actually buy an autonomous vacuuming assistant for only 50. I didn't realize that. The next one's 500, but that's going to help because next time we get a time lapse, it'll actually make a difference. Aside from that, I'm going to get more spawn rate, probably just a lot more spawn rate. And then with the leftovers, we're going to buy carpet. And then with the leftovers of that, elixir of growth. That's just going to get a lot more dust spawning. Now we have 33 dirt to spend. We're going to get lump spawning and elixir of growth. Basically, more dirt's going to spawn again. And we have our little helper now also doing stuff. So I could just walk away and come back in 10 years and we'd win. And to upgrade my Roomba, I can just spend money. I don't have a lot of money yet, and I don't know how good they're going to be anyway. They've got to earn their upgrades. He's only been alive for 30 seconds, so he hasn't earned anything. I can sell dirt though, and it's twice as valuable as dust. But also for dirt, I'm going to increase the spawn rate twice. And every time that I buy the elixir of growth, it reduces the size needed for a clump by 5. So I only need 75 now to get 1 currency in it. It started at 100. And that will actually make a colossal difference over time. That's a 25% increase already. It's only 50 dirt for an autonomous vacuuming, a Roomba, so we're going to get 2 of those now, because then I have to do even less work. I just increased the amount of particles that spawn, so when they blast out of their black hole, they give more dots now. Don't act like you're not excited about that. And with our 230 dust bunnies, we're going to buy all sorts of things. There's just never enough dirt in the world. But I suspect this is one of those games where you need to prestige a lot to get to where you're going, so we're going to go for it. We're not here to think, we're here to suck. So now we have new locations, managers, dust merchant. Basically a lot of good stuff, like yield 100% more common and dust and dirt. So we're going to get one of those for sure, because that's doubling our income already. Plus, we're also going to increase our prestige, so when we're ready to do that again, it pays for itself. Then we're going to get dust merchants, so we sell our things for 10% more. New levels don't matter yet. Bargaining skills is where decrease the price on dust upgrades by 1%. Not huge, but I'll take it. And then I'll just see you guys in a bit. I'll be here sucking for a while. Now it doesn't take me long at all to save up over 300 combined resources, which I can then sell for $650. That means I can make the Roombas bigger, I can make them faster, I can give them a better electric motor, I can make them have a bigger sucky angle, so they're at a 42-degree angle, and then their electric motor gets bigger again, so they're suckier than ever. And given that I already have 4 of them, they actually cover the whole map pretty good. You know what? I like these little suckers. We've made 1,000 of both resources. So I'm going to reward them by selling everything I have for $3,300 and putting it straight back into them. We're definitely going to make them bigger by a little bit. We're going to make them work a lot quicker, and their range and sucky power going way up. Now I'll just let them go back to work for another few hours. I remembered that I was feeling really impatient, so I bought what's called the Enthusiast Pack. That gave us some perks including 200 gold coins. And those are good for things like particle multipliers. And prestige coins. We like prestige coins a lot, but we do like particle multipliers and lump multipliers. On top of all that, this is what we've got. 100% dust multiplier, 100% prestige tokens, 50% offline time, all the good stuff. So now we're going to get really rich really quickly because I've made almost 2,000 particles now while I was sitting there doing not much of anything. So that definitely means we can afford a few more upgrades that we wouldn't have before. And by the time we're done spending our resources, we've already made another 750 of the other one. And then we're going to go ahead and sell all of our resources at this point, $8,300. And that's good news for our helpers. They're a lot bigger and better again, and they're already doing a pretty good job of sucking it all up. And I didn't really realize before that you could just straight up buy golden coins, so we can just spend money to get upgrades. One of the ones I really wanted was precision vacuums. Now if I prestige, I still have the same vacuum. And then I'm going to spend a lot of money on the particle multiplier because that's going to give me a lot for everything I suck up. So now when I go around vacuuming, I'm going to make even more money. Before it was hard to save up 100, now we're saving up thousands pretty quickly. 5,000 dust and darts later, we're ready for some upgrades. We did big upgrades to the amount of particles spawning and reduced the amount we needed to get 1 currency. And that shows because we've already made another 2,000 resources back. Our next Roombas cost 5,000 dirt and 5,000 dust each, so we're going to go ahead and buy them because we're rich. Now we have 6 happy little helpers that are going to make us a fortune. Since these little idiots are doing such a good job, I'm going to let them sit here and suck for the next 12 hours. I spent all the resources I could increasing the spawn rate of dirt and dust, so they've got lots to work with. Many hours later, we're millionaire in dirt. 630,000 dust, 1.25 million dirts. And we're going to use that to increase all of our spawn rates. I already have max level elixir of growth actually. That happened faster than I thought, but the more we put these down, the more stuff's going to spawn, the more resources we're going to make. They definitely get very expensive quickly. They're already costing $250,000 each, but we're going to get higher spawn rate now. We're going to make these back very fast. And since I still have 200,000 combined resources at this point, I might as well just sell them all. Because then we could be almost a millionaire with real money. Anyways, we should also buy the other ones to make them suckier. Gonna try and do this somewhat even, either at max size so they're bigger than ever. And we're gonna go like that, and now we have giant things with unstoppable sucking power. So we can just let them go for a few minutes at the newfound sucking power and spawn rates to see what kind of resources we get. It's been 10 minutes, we made about 15,000 resources each. I've determined that's not nearly good enough. Luckily, if we prestige now, we'll get 11,500 those things. But then again, if I buy the expert pack, we're going to get 200% prestige tokens, plus all these other things that probably help a lot. That gave me a whole bunch of helpful stuff. It also turned up the rate at which we're collecting resources by quite a margin, so once we prestige, it's going to go up even more. I like how I can just make my Roombas do all the work and then I can pay to make them even better. So now if I prestige, I'll get 23,000 tokens, we're going to do it. Because now I can easily afford things like locations, those cost 20. We've got like 25,000. We'll unlock managers, shop bots is a bit expensive, so we'll wait on that. Dirt and dust duplicators are definitely something we're going to buy a lot of because that puts their bonus up by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of percents. I'm going to push them up so they have 1,000% bonus already. Now I definitely need to be sure that we're not wasting money. I'm going to bring everything up to they cost about $100 each with the exception of things that cost a lot more, but we've actually already run out of things to buy, so we're just going to work our way down the list. I didn't realize you also have to buy the new locations, so we'll just go ahead and buy those. We won't go there yet because I want dirt. Okay, I made 2,000 dust bunnies in the background of the menu, so I'm going to sell this all for apparently for $30,000 because we're a better salesman now. Then I could probably just go ahead and start buying everything very quickly because even as I'm doing this and moving through the menu, we're going to make a lot. Like I'm earning more than I'm spending just by maneuvering in the background. But I definitely also need to do the same with the dirt stuff. We'll make just as much in the background, if not more, and we're gonna buy the Roombas. And since I initially sold all my stuff for 30 grand, we might as well start upgrading the Roombas a whole lot. And they, in return, will make me an absolutely stupid amount of resources. So I'm going to upgrade everything till they cost more than $1,000. And we've also unlocked the sand for the first time. I need to go to a new level to use it, so for now we're going to focus on dust bunnies. We're going to get rich here. I also forgot that I've unlocked managers, so we can actually hire one for free. Apparently it's a high school 1 to 3 star manager. Her name is Deborah. She's a 1 star. We're going to put her here. We're maybe going to hire more of those because then we can put him here as well. They're not great, but I think they will work in the background so I can go to a new level. And this is the new level. Now we can mine sand, which we're probably going to call gold because that's easier for me to remember. We're vacuuming up gold. We still mine dust here. We just don't get any more dirt, and I'm okay with that. Also, I didn't realize the dust assassin is only $10,000, so if we go ahead and sell right now, we can actually make like millions of dollars. So we're going to sell this for $1 million, and then we're going to get ourselves a new vacuum, dust assassin. And then we also need to unlock more Roombas, but also we need to definitely upgrade all the gold spawn rates. And these are so cheap to buy at the beginning, it's almost a joke. But we also have a lot of multipliers going, so it all feels stupidly easy. To buy the next vacuum, we need to unlock grass pollen. I'm going to unlock grass pollen just for the sake of doing that. That's only 2,200 gold things. We should make that in no time. Then I should probably spend some of my $1 million upgrading these guys again. Because let's face it, they're really the breadwinners here. They're the ones doing all the work where I just sit back and watch. And we're definitely getting a lot of gold spawning at this point. This floor is also nicer to look at than the last one. It's more even. I've also added several managers to this area. I'm not sure if that matters. But we quickly saved up 3,000 gold so we can buy grass pollen. I don't really want grass pollen because there's nothing that exciting there. What I wanted was a dust eliminator. We just need $1 million. But if I sell my common dust, I'll get $5 million. That'll probably cover it. Dust eliminator, $1 million. Now we're taking a lot of this stuff. We're actually leaving it pretty clean behind us for once. I'm also going to buy my idiot some help because I don't really know what else to spend my money on anyway, but between all of us, we're taking care of everything. So I'm just going to keep increasing the gold spawn because that's only going to serve to help us in a big way. I do also have time warps I can use. Like I have 8 of these to take me to 30 minutes. I'm going to see if that actually really gives us, yeah, that actually made a difference. 220 of those, 3,400 of those, 65 green ones even. I should probably install some managers where the green things go because I think they're going to be working up over there. I can also upgrade Deborah because I got 3 of them. They're kind of like Pokemon, so we're going to upgrade Deborah to I don't know what, Carol apparently. Carol's going to work at the green yard. To unlock the next vacuum, I'm going to need millions of dollars, but I'm also going to need 11,000 green things. But I'm also going to make the green things spawn more because I'm sure someone's busy over there working on that stuff. We're also going to go visit Greenland here, and then we're going to be able to start harvesting the green stuff ourselves. It's hard to see against a green background, but we're actually getting quite a lot of it. I also bought my army of Roombas with me to make it a little easier. And from there, it's just a matter of good old-fashioned sucking everything up. These guys won't have as many multipliers because I never prestige with them unlocked, so I haven't gotten as many multipliers for these as I would have liked. Didn't take long at all to save up over 1,000 green things. The other resources in the background are just ticking away. This is wonderful. We can even buy another Roomba. We have so many at this point. I think they're getting a bit redundant because they're pretty much sucking up everything anyway. So I basically just need to sit in this menu. When something pops up green, I click on it. I stepped away for 1 minute. We have 102,000 green things and 140,000 gold. So naturally we're going to need another Roomba. I'm not really sure why at this point, but we have another Roomba. Then I'm going to upgrade the spawn rate of green. In fact, I'm going to spend millions of resources just simply upgrading everything. Now if we were to wait for say another 12 hours, this is what we would get. 4 million dust, 1.2 million dirt, 250,000 gold, and 63,000 greens. And then if we turn that into money, look at it all, $160 million. So I guess our Roombas are going to get a little bit of an upgrade because that's a lot of money. We've even maxed out several of their stats at this point. We're buying $40 million upgrades for them. Look at them go now, hungry little Roombas. Now that I've created this mighty empire, it's time to prestige again for 175,000 that is. Which was a little bit of a painful choice, but given our multipliers now, we're going to make it back in way further in no time at all. Especially because all of our multipliers are up again and I still have 150,000 left to use. And I'm going to be smart this time and buy extra locations. Then I'm going to have upgrades automatically by themselves. That's just going to help me sit here and vacuum. Then we'll just slowly make more and more and more. And then I'm going to turn all the multipliers up one more time. That's getting really expensive, so we'll do it one more time for 45,000. And there we go. By the time I'm even done in the menu, we made 3,300 dust bunnies, so we're going to skip ahead to where we left off. I also didn't realize I could have been getting 4-star level managers this entire time, so you get like multiplier times 100% from using this guy. So now our multipliers and stuff are even bigger, and while I was doing that in the background, I made 100,000 dust bunnies. Okay, jumping into where we left off, I have enough green stuff to buy the road dust, which also unlocks the eradicator. We just need $10 million to get it, which is easy as selling the dirt for $22 million. So now we have an incredibly powerful vacuum that could probably end life in the universe as we know it. Look at all this stuff it sucks in. I just have to walk in little circles now to get it all. Plus, we are on the road now. We're cleaning the road. We get gold and road dust. The resources are obviously getting super valuable at this point because for each road dust I get $655. So when I sell it all, $12 million. Which gets a few more upgrades for our Roomba, but they're getting pricey. But they are doing a lot of the work because if I sit here for now 12 hours, this is what we get. So let's do a full 24 hours on top of that, 41,000 road dust. That's actually a lot because it's enough to unlock sawdust. Which means we can get the gravity blackout for $100 million. It's an even better vacuum. Maybe 24 hours is enough to get us there because look at all the resources. Yeah, even just for the common dust, it's $900 million. Actually, this one's 6.2 billion. We're billionaires in dust. So the gravity backpack is actually pretty cheap at this point. But we have even more power now, even to suck up the heavy road dust. Yeah, there's no chance at all of anything surviving. We're like a black hole. I guess we spend our billions of dollars on our Roomba helpers, because those certainly aren't going to hurt anything. Pretty soon they're going to be at max level. Hundreds of millions of dollars per upgrade. Yeah, even into the billions of dollars per upgrade. Look at them go. They're just going along, sucking everything up. I don't have to work anymore. And the upgrades now are paying for themselves so stupidly quick that I can even buy $1 million upgrades like they're nothing. So let's skip 24 hours now to see what we get. There you go, big resources. Then we spend those on upgrades. Then we go through another 24 hours and get even more. And repeat that process 3 more times for 3 full more days. And by the last day, this is what we get for waiting 24 hours, which we can sell in its entirety for $24 billion. And then we just sit back and let the game run for 10 years and then see what happens. But we've already played through many weeks to get to this point, so I'm pretty satisfied with this result.